Hello there, everybody. I'm Yeoman Rich, Yeoman Rich Nicholson, the Hlāfblót finds a fern cedar, and the proud Anglo-Siaskisk of the Kingdom of Wicca, later Maidens Mercia. Just turn that down a bit so you can all hear me, and just in case there's any. There we go. Oh, we'll have that on 16. So I thought I'll get a bit more motive music for today, and then I'll go into the Anglo-Saxon once that's finished. So I wanted to do a wee video today, as I want to do a bit more of this now, as I'm not recording blocks as much anymore for the respect of the gods. So I thought I would come on during the following week from now on and explain what it's about, what the time of the month is about, and this time of the month is known as by block name Hlāfblót, and by month name Wedmanoff, meaning month of the weed, month of the harvest. Weeds make bread and harvest. That's why it is called Weed Month, Wedmanoff in the old Saxon tongue. So welcome everybody, this is a video of explanatory on Hlāfblót Wedmanoff. So I also want to touch base on what the last block was about, because I didn't record that either. That was the time of Hlāfblót, also known as Afterlife. And in Afterlife we honour Hlāfblót. It was said the times of our forebears, sometimes today, we had a lot of thunderstorms, and Hlāfblót would cool our lands down. And it was said to be the time where he would also check Midgard to ensure there's no yachting activity. And his strength guides us. It's actually his day today. Actually, it's Hlāfblót's day, Thursday. And he has to guide us to beat Midgard. Now, sadly, our land is under very oppressive and dark times at the moment, so I won't go politically because they'll have you. But and I wouldn't do that on a spiritual video anyway. But I will say the gods are putting Anglo-Saxon and people of the faith to the test at the moment. They really are putting us to the test at the moment against Uttengard forces. So but anyway, enough of that. So that was Hlāfblót, and we always ask for his blessing of strength in July, in the modern month of July. And there was also my cousin's oath swearing, which was done and followed up in Wedmanoff, the time of Beerwell and Schaefer, by Raymond's oath swearing, who was maybe with us for over a year, and has shown great Megan, which means great commitment and support to the laird and half. Hlāfblót, so it's the time of Beerwell, it's the time of harvest. Beerwell is the son of Schaefer, who's also said to be a harvest god. He was sent as the son of Ingwi Frey as a gift to our forebears to lead them. When Schaefer was in the land, was in the kingdoms of the Siatsisk. We'll keep that on. So when he was in the land of the Siatsisk, then everything was well, everything was fair. Boy, don't we need Schaefer again now. We could really do with him again in these times. But we honoured him. I noticed other Anglo-Saxon halves and lairds have also honoured Schaefer. A very common half in Devon. I noticed the half of Devon. I'll give them a call out. Survived the Jive, Tom Russell's half has also honoured Schaefer, and it's absolutely lovely to see. It's really good to see all these lairds and halves on keeping these ways alive, because this is what our gods need now. They want us to keep our ways alive and remember them, and it's so important.
and that's what Finds of Fernseed are aiming to do. We aim to keep our old tradition ways alive as much as we can and as much as we're allowed to. Like, when I mean allowed to, like, as close to traditions as we can. We're not going to stop because someone tells us to stop. You know, these are our ways, our religion, our tradition, our culture. We're keeping it alive. That is what we do. So, yeah. So, Biawa and Hlāfblót, son of Ingrid, sent to the Seaskisk. I think it was Essex, I believe. Was it Essex? Might have been Wessex. He was also said to be known across Denmark, so the Danes would have maybe knew him as well. And all harvest and everything was fair, even in the dark half of the year, in winter. Everything was fair and well in his time, and he was said to be a good king. He came in a casket. My layman half-brother, Steph Widdif, created a lovely casket and a doll of Hlāfblót, which I actually have in my hall in the back garden, in my Seaskisk wicker hall. The doll of Hlāfblót and his cradle. It was very well crafted by Brother Steph, so thank you for that. And the corn doll of Biawa, I'm trying to remember who had that. I think it was Sister Donna. It was Donna or Raymond, I think it was one of them. One of them took that home and taking good care of that. And so how did we honour our harvest gods? Well, many oats were shared by half, many seeds of harvest. We offered oats and beverage to the spot where we laid the dolls down in a particular spot in the hearth. We dug a hole and we put the offerings and sowed them into the ground with the doll there to represent them. So the doll, the representation, the Wayford of Biawa and Hlāfblót could see this was an offering to them, into nature. And we believe it was a lovely Siddur and went really well. I've just got to keep track of this. Yeah, we don't want adverts. No. Let's get some. I'm just going to put the music on and I'll continue. So what I'm going to do now, sorry about this, is we're going to put some music on that will last and hopefully not get bombarded by adverts. That's very annoying. I'm sure I know that's the one. David Chess. I hope David Chess doesn't want me using his music. Of course, I don't want to be promoting ads, so if we could have a little of them as possible, it would be very much appreciated. I'm going to talk over this so I don't get done for forced promotion, and there we go. Right, okay, so back on topic. Yes, the Siddur went very well. The Siddur for the oath swearing for Raymond went very well, and the script was read out. The script, like I say, introduces Biawa and Hlāfblót. It also talks of Wayland, and it's believed to be a time of Wayland, our god of smithing. He was forced by one of the local kings who didn't treat him very well to smith him all of his weapons, his armour. He was the best smith, obviously being the deity, of course, is going to be. He is our smithing deity, our god of smithing. His brother was an archer and went out hunting for the finest wings from winged creatures like swans, etc., and built him wings in order to escape the king's oppression. I do believe Wayland may have been paralysed by the mistreating of the king. Before Wayland made his escape, it was said that he made necklaces out of the king's descendants' body parts, out of their teeth, or I think is the story. He made pendants out of that and sent them back to the king, and as they come to finish Wayland off, Wayland's brother managed to get him out
the King's archers tried shooting Wayland as he was escaping. Wayland he was wounded, but not enough to, to kill him. But I'm assuming he flew away to one of the other realms, and he escaped the King's mistreating. But Wayland represents how we can escape, bad times and, certain elements I'm not going to go into modernly, and how we can overcome it. He represents that, he mentions that in our script. And we have to think of Wayland, and I think it's a perfect time right now to think of Wayland the Smith. Because things ain't getting any easier here in the Seven Kingdoms at the moment. But as always, winter is a coming, and we ask Beowulf and Scaifer for good harvest. And we do that in our blots, in our grove. And as always, it went very well. The dues went very well. And I'm sure it did for the other layouts and halves that honoured Scaifer and Beowulf as well. There are one or two, like I say, half of Devon. There's a few others I can think of that would have honoured it, and a massive shout out to them. So yeah, we have to stick together now, because the times we're in. But there's nothing better than getting into nature every month, or whenever you can. Really, it doesn't even have to be monthly. It's whenever you get the chance. Enjoying that peace. There really is a peaceful energy in our grove, and just in nature, wherever you can get into it. We live in a land of green and pleasant, many kingdoms, and it's lovely. Yes, Beowulf and Scaifer. Beowulf was also said to be, his name is linked to be very similar to Beowulf. So some would debate Beowulf to be the same mortal entity as Beowulf, others separate them. I actually don't know what to think on this. If Beowulf was Beowulf, he was a very strong man. He dealt with the Jotun Grendel, but he also would have been a harvest god and not a mortal warrior. He also, if he is Beowulf, he was also a Geatish deity. And if Scaifer was father of Beowulf, then would he have not? Oh, another ad. Just going to mute this a sec. No, we don't want to be promoting that. So yeah, I'm going to carry on talking while this rubbish plays in the background until I can get back to the music. Scaifer. Would Scaifer have been a Geat if? What's this? No, that's not what we want. I want an hour version of it. Bear with me. Sorry about this. I'm going to put in 1 hour because I do not want to be having to dealing with this every 5 minutes. I ain't got all this technology that most YouTubers have. I don't understand it. I just want it to play without being a nuisance. There we go. Right, we'll have that on for now. Germanic music. But anyway, whose is it? Herkunger. So thanks Herkunger for that. I hope you don't mind. I better call it out just to be safe. But anyway, I'll turn it down just in case it's ever funny about it. But anyway, yeah, so Scaifer, he would have surely have been a Geat as well, but he was said to be sent by Ingwe. So the old Beowulf and Beowulf being the same is very debatable, and I understand that. And that's, again, I will leave that to how that path unveils to you. And it's research I will actually be proceeding myself to see, because I'm actually in a two mind about that. It's a beer where he's said to be linked to the Anglo-Saxon song John Barleycorn, which I would actually put on, but they'll probably take it down for copyright, so I won't put that on in background for now. Obviously, to avoid all that, I won't put that on as much as I would love to, believe you me. Reese and Dan are Sangeras, which is the Anglo-Saxon name for bards, sung the rendition of John Barleycorn by the Oyster Band. They sung it in the speed and added that verse on at the end about putting cider into old tin cans, and that bit they had on at the end. That was a good rendition. I couldn't record it because of the rain at the time was making it very hard for them to perform it, so they asked me not to record it, so obviously that's why there was no recording of them performing that this year. Hopefully it'll be back next year. I may even get Reese to audition it on his own, I don't know, a Saturday night, maybe when we relax him, when I've got him in the mood, but we'll see. Obviously you'd have to do it without the music because of copyright. But yeah, beer was linked to the old poem song John Barleycorn. This god was said to be grounded and hauled about and treated in all sorts of awful ways to keep what we have as our drink and our food. I'd like to believe the actual deity wasn't treated like that, and it's just like his elements of harvest that it's going on about. But again, it depends how you wish to see that song. I'd like to believe one of our deities wasn't like beating around the bush like that. I mean, I know Wayland certainly had a tough time with it. But who knows? That depends on how you see it. I don't think there's any source on whether it was actually meant to be the deity or just these elements of harvest that they're just trying to reap. But yeah, beer with the grandson of Ingwe. And it's said after Skyfer was done in his mortal time with Middengadder, when his mortal time was done, he actually went back to Alfheim, known as in modern tongue by the Danes, to Ingwe Frey's kingdom to live with Ingwe and the elves. So it does make me believe that if you're worthy, Ingwe Frey is my upholding deity. I'm very connected to the boar. I'll show you guys this, my new tattoo. But yeah, I'm very connected to the boar as my totem animal, the old totem animal of England. Ingwe Frey, my upholding deity. I think his sister Frigg Freyr also connects to the boar as well. She has a few animals as well as the cat, which making sense. The old European cat would have been the lynx. I don't believe her animal to be this domesticated cat. It would have been most totem animals of the gods would have been wild animals, and it would have to me it made more sense probably being a lynx. I think there is a few photos that portray her cats as lynx cats. Some might debate say tigers or lions. They're more European. As more European totem animal, I would go with the lynx. But that's just my thought and view. But anyway, yes, Beerwer and Skyfer honoured very, very well. And now we're into the modern month of September. So Hlāfblót Wedmanoff is the modern month known by the Romans as August. We go into September now, which is the month of Haligmanoff, which means holy month. Why is it holy? Because it's the holy month of Hlāfblót. And what is Hlāfblót? It is the upcoming blot where we honour Nerthus, where any iron and steel is put away out of sight of Nerthus, obviously, because laws are so strict now, well, very one-sided, should I say, but again, not going political, I'll keep away from that. The iron that I will be representing for the cloth this year will be my Germanic helmet. I'll show you guys that now. It's just behind me there. I'll be using that I'll be using that for the representative of iron. Just this way, I can't actually, shouldn't get into any sort of trouble. There could be outsiders at and guard just looking for an excuse. We have been put on the local spotted page, and for anyone out the outside of Britannia, a spotted page is a page based on the local area where they share news and just gossip and bickering of what's going on in your local area. Unfortunately, our half of the Klingers half was put onto the local area in the Kingdom of Wicker, and we have been videoed before, without permission. Luckily, a lot of people can get what we're up to, and a lot of the comments was telling the recorder to mind his own business. We weren't doing nothing wrong. The fire we light, we always check it with the fire service, the authorities, and we always clear it with them. So we are doing nothing out of the, outside the law. We are perfectly within the law, and we'll make sure that is as well. So I'll get a blanket, and it will wrap up the blessed iron, which in this year, because of everything going on, will be the helmets, and unfortunately not the blunt blades, because we don't want that sort of trouble. We have to keep, as much as we want to be as traditional as possible, we also have to you have to respect the safety of the half, and I wouldn't even say obey the law, because the law's a mess. Again, not going politically, but respect our own safety to the point where we're not being thrown in a modern dungeon for just giving them ammunition, really. But anyway, steering away from that, Hlāfblót is coming. It's a lovely time, and we honour her Lady Mother Nature's return, and that will be the next blot. But I will do another video on that after the blot, because I don't think I'm going to be recording blots anymore. And I just want to say how well our half and the rest of the layout are doing as well, honouring our ways, keeping them alive spiritually, and we've got some good brothers and sisters, and I want to thank you for sticking with our gods, and sticking with these ways, and supporting the layout, and all doing your great talents and deeds for because without all you folks, you know who you are, brothers and sisters of the layout, it wouldn't happen. So I always can't thank you guys enough, brothers and sisters of Friends of Ferncida, and I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to do a little video and show me face, say hello, and enjoy what the last 2 days of Wedmanoff of Hlāfblót, and we head into Haligmonoff, early month, the month of September, and the month of Hlāfblót. And I wish you safe and spiritual blessed times. Wassail ale, drink ale, and I say, Siga Ankin, Siga Siaxisk, and Siga Fains of Ferncida. Wassail ale, and I'll see you in the next video. Blessed be and wassail.